challenge exercise, we're doing which line is it. We're going to comment out one line so that our result is true. In other words, that my number is equal to 12. So we can do this by inspecting each line at a time and just thinking about what each operation does. For example, the plus equals takes the current value of my number and adds 5 to it and saves it back into my number, and my number plus plus increases my number by 1, for example. So how we're going to track down whether it's equal to 12 or not is to write our console.log statement, which prints out the current value of my number in our console. So from the beginning it's 13. We can think about how plus plus adds 1. So if we comment it out, it no longer runs, and maybe we'll get 12.
The next challenge task was adding me up. So the first thing we had to do was change these two variables. So let's change that to my age. My age is 120 and my favourite number is 1. So I've changed those variables now, so those should be equal to what I want them to be. So now I need to write some code to print my age plus my favourite number is, then I need to print my age plus my favourite number. So I'm going to do this in 2 steps. The first thing I'm going to do is make a new variable called sum, and then equate that to my age plus my favourite number. Cool. So now sum should hold this variable plus this variable, and now I can just print it out. Cool. So I've just used this variable here and printed that along with this string. For this challenge question, we needed to write some code that got an array of numbers and inserted the square of the first item in the array to the end of it. So if we just ran the starter code, we'd get that just the original array. So let's fill in this code. To get the square of a number, we can just do a number times the number times itself. So let's get the first item from the array. So you'll remember from the video that we need to index into it using the 0 index. So this number 0 is the first item of the numbers array, and that can just be times by itself to get the square. Alternatively, another way you can do that is we could have done square equals number 0 and then times like 2 asterisks, then 2. So that's like taking it to the power of 2. So that does the same thing, but we can just do this for now. So yeah, now we have the square of the first item of the array. So that's the first part of the question, and now all we need to do is add to the end of the array. So again from the video, all we need to do is use push. So we use numbers dot push, then add the variable square to it because square has been equated to the square of the first item. Now we run it, then we have array with the square of the first item added to the end. And that's question solved. So you'll notice that we didn't do something like square equals 5 times 5, because by doing it like this, that means that if we change the array, so if we change that to -10 being the first item, the code will still work. Whereas if we had put 5 there instead, then if we changed the first item, then we would no longer be writing the square of the first item because the first item wouldn't be 5 anymore. So that's why we are indexing into the array to get the first item. Yeah, so that is that question solved.
So as our little bonus question, we're doing taking your input, which is the same as adding me up but using prompt. So if you read our little guide before, prompt is a new function that can take input from our user. So we use the function in prompt, and what we want to ask our user here, close it off, and whatever they write in will be saved into the variable my age. Another one, what's your favorite
kept the rest of the same. I've kept the rest of the answer the same as our solution for adding me up, and we're gonna hit play. So I'm gonna say I'm 2 years old. And my favorite number is 7, so that should give us 9 if we added them together. But it's like it's given us 27. We wrote 2 and 7 and it gave us 27. Why is that so? So, one thing about prompt is that whatever you write in will be saved as a string. So if you don't remember, strings can just pretty much contain anything, numbers and letters. So it's what happened was that we wrote in 2, and we wrote in 7, which is not exactly what we want. So what we can do is Google, why did this happen? So we don't need to do this. So what we can do is Google how to change a string to an integer. So a whole number, because your age and your favorite number are always whole numbers, right? Let's keep it simple. So I've searched up string to integer JavaScript, and looks like there's a function called parseInt. So if we use this, we can turn any string we put in to an integer, and that way it should add properly. Let's see how it goes. This time, since we've put both results of prompt into parseInt, we might have a better time adding them together. So I'm going to write 2, I'm going to write 7, and I'm going to get 9. So whenever you run into problems like this with functions that you haven't used before, it's always worth searching them up. So if you search up prompt, they might tell you that it saves the input as a string, and then you might think, how are strings added in JavaScript? Well, they just put prompt back, and it doesn't know if it's a number, and you want to add it as a number. So you might think, how do I turn a string into an integer? And then you'll search that up, and you'll find a new function called parseInt.